Alright, so today I wanted to go over how to clean a Luger P08, and then I thought of Georg Luger, and wondered how did he want us to clean his invention. And so I searched the web and found out a couple of things about this gun and how they used to clean it. First things first is always safety, and we need to clear the weapon. One detail about this gun is that it needs an empty magazine or cartridge holder to hold the toggle open. Once open, we can release the magazine and the toggle will remain in the open position. And in this state, you could check to see if there's any live rounds in the weapon and clear the weapon. With that, we can begin with disassembly. First, we have to ensure that the weapon is on fire. You can actually damage the grip if you don't. Push the receiver back into the frame or do a Glock-style C-clamp grip. With the receiver recessed into the frame, pull down on this locking bolt and pull out the trigger plate. Only then can we allow the receiver to go forward, and you should just be able to slide it off the frame. Though sometimes the coupling link will get stuck on the recoil lever here, which you can just jiggle out of the way or flip the gun upside down. To pull the toggle assembly out, I like to pull the toggle up and then depress the trigger bar, which will decompress the firing pin spring and allow the receiver axle to pop out. While depressing the trigger bar again, pull the toggle slightly up and out of the receiver. Some manuals recommend further disassembly, but at this point, you can clean the pistol out very well. The risk of breaking something after this point really does increase. I wanted this video to be a spiritual successor to my 1911 video, and so around the time that the US Army was using sperm whale oil to lubricate their firearms, the Germans already had CLP. The US Army didn't have CLP until the 80s, but in their defense it was synthetic. And so the Germans were actually using Ballistol around this time, which is the same product that we have today. I wanted to use this book as a guide for the video, but I couldn't find a free PDF online, and the hard copy is well out of my budget. So I found this old German field manual, and it had this to say. Although this German Army handbook is very detailed, it isn't as detailed for the P08 Luger, and it calls for the use of a German World War II cleaning kit, which was really out of my budget. In which case, I found this manual from 1902 specifically for the P08. And I thought, how far can it be from what they did in the 1940s? And it turned out to be a lot. Before we get into the differences, the Army handbook and the commercial book do share some similarities. And they're both not very specific when it comes down to cleaning the gun. The commercial manual wants you to clean all the working surfaces of the gun and lubricate it with grease, whereas the Army handbook wants you to clean and wipe all the metal surfaces with oil like we are doing here. To clean this gun, I used a brush, and although a set of brushes do come with the German cleaning kit, they were used to clean and oil the bore. In the manual, we can read how strict the Germans were when it came down to maintenance, though in practice and during later parts of the war, I'm sure they weren't as strict. This gun is fairly dirty, so I took off the firing pin to better clean the breech block. Taking off the firing pin is another user level task. The commercial manual even says that you can do it with your fingernail. Just be careful with the spring. The firing pin spring guide can go flying. And to clean it, I just used some Ballistol followed by dry cloth patches. As mentioned earlier, the commercial manual recommends gun grease because Ballistol hadn't been invented yet. In which case, during the time that this manual was written and published, the Germans were using a different product from another centennial company, Vaseline. I thought this might have been due to translation, but in the original German manual, in German, it says Vaseline. Although Vaseline isn't the greatest thing to use to clean your gun, it's what they were using at the time to clean the bore and lubricate the gun. That goes without saying, I'm not going to be using Vaseline on this gun today, although it probably wouldn't hurt it. The second big difference between the two manuals is that the commercial manual somewhat molds the disassembly of the pistol. Instead, this manual recommends cleaning the pistol assembled, with the toggle locked open and the magazine out of the frame. I think they suggest this method because the manual wanted to advertise how innovative the gun was back in the day, and even back then, people didn't like to clean their guns. And from what I can tell, this is the oldest commercial manual, and this is the one that was used as the basis for all the others. And that's why we see this method of cleaning the Luger throughout the decades. Though in the original manual in the last paragraph, it does say that only if necessary, we can disassemble this pistol. Another weird thing about the German Army handbook was that only armorers were allowed to use brass bore brushes. Soldiers were issued softer bristle brushes. Aside from that, cleaning the bore is pretty straightforward. Just run a bore brush a couple of times with Ballistol. Then pass a couple of cleaning patches or wicks. After the patches come out clean, finish the barrel off with a Ballistol wetted patch to protect the bore. You can still buy these cleaning wicks in bulk, and I used them for my Glock 19 video, but I was stupid and I didn't think to use them for this video. They're actually really cheap, but they're not that good for cleaning anything 22 cal. To reassemble this pistol, first install the breech block and receiver axle. And don't forget to reinstall the locking bolt if you took it off for some reason. This link needs to engage the recoil lever or the gun will not work. Make sure to depress the grip safety if you have one. And push the barrel back slightly. It'll click once it does. Then do a C-clamp grip. Slide the trigger plate back into position, then lock the locking bolt. And finally pull on the toggle a couple of times. If the gun cycles properly, the gun has been assembled. To lubricate this gun, you need to oil the entire gun. The Army handbook states all steel parts should be oiled and all moving parts should have a thicker film of oil, which means the entire toggle assembly, the entire receiver, and the inside of the frame should all get a thicker coat of oil. though in booklets like Luger Shooting state you should not put oil on the breech face or the firing pin. From personal experience, you should also sparingly oil the inside of the side plate, and do not put too much oil around the grips, the wood will just soak it up. Luger Shooting also recommends soaking the wood grips overnight in linseed oil once a year. I wouldn't do this. There's other methods that you can maintain your wood grips. Should you remove the grips, just be careful, they break easily. Although they can be easily removed, and you could better clean the frame if you do.